All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're diving into one of the fiercest, most storied rivalries in all of sports, as the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox get ready to clash in a series that could literally define their entire seasons.
Okay, so what does this all boil down to? This number right here, half a game. That is it. That is the razor-thin, absolutely tiny lead the Yankees are clinging to for that top wildcard spot as they head into Fenway Park for this weekend's series.
I mean, think about that. A margin that small, it just perfectly captures the tension, the history, and the insane stakes of this epic rivalry. It's everything.
Yeah, so this is not just another series, not by a long shot. This feels like a preview, A little taste of what could be a massive October wildcard matchup. Fenway Park is going to be absolutely electric.
So here's where things stand right now. You can see the Yankees and Red Sox are just neck and neck, battling for playoff position and that all-important home field advantage. And for Boston, playing at home is everything. They are a beast at Fenway this season, 44-28. On the road, barely a 500 team. So yeah, home field advantage is a huge deal for them.
And for the fans, this has that same kind of energy, that same do-or-die feeling as their last big playoff showdown. For them, these next 3 games are all that matters.
But look, to really get why this weekend means so much, you gotta go back, way back. This whole thing is built on more than 100 years of bad blood and history.
This rivalry is just filled with these iconic moments that have shaped entire generations of fans. You've got these gut-wrenching losses, these unbelievable triumphs. These aren't just box scores. They're historical events that fans never, ever forget.
And of course, it all goes back to the sale of Babe Ruth. That kicked off the infamous curse of the Bambino. We're talking 86 long years where the Yankees were building a dynasty while the Red Sox just suffered, one agonizing near miss after another. For decades, that was the psychological core of this entire rivalry.
Now, yeah, the Yankees lead the all-time series, but let's talk about right now. The script has completely flipped. This season, Boston has just been owning them. 8 wins to 2, that is total domination. You have to think that gives them a huge psychological edge coming into this weekend. So that brings us right back to this year's wild card race. Because, history is one thing, but this series, it's going to be decided by the specific matchups on the field, right now. All right, let's look at the pitching. These are all rematches from last month's series in New York, where, by the way, Boston won 3 of 4 games. On Saturday, Boston's got Bello, who's been on an absolute tear, winning 5 straight starts. But the one to circle, the real nail-biter, is Sunday. Crochet is on the mound for the Sox, and Yankees hitters are batting a measly .195 against him this season. That is tough sledding. And in close games, which these probably will be, a huge factor emerges in the late innings. The Red Sox bullpen has been elite. The Yankees bullpen, on the other hand, has been struggling, big time. They recently allowed 9 runs in back-to-back games. In a tight series, those late innings could absolutely belong to Boston.
So here it is, what's really on the line. The outcome here is going to dramatically shift the playoff picture, and there's almost no time left to recover. A 2.5-game cushion for Boston or a 3.5-game lead for New York with just 12 games left, that is a massive, massive swing this late in the year. But what does this rivalry actually feel like for the fans? The people living and breathing it. We dove into a live game thread from Friday night's opener to find out.
And the first thing you notice is the frustration, especially with the national broadcast on Apple TV+. And a lot of people share that feeling. Fans just want to see the game, not all the extra stuff.
Then, bam, in an instant, you see the game's biggest moments through their eyes. Aaron Judge launches his 47th home run, giving the Yankees an early lead. And just like that, all that frustration turns into pure elation.
It is a constant theme. Fans are so locked in that any distraction is just not welcome.
And of course, you get the raw, unfiltered anxiety that comes with every single pitch. This one comment probably sums up the fan experience better than any analysis ever could.
So, where does this leave us? Well, this weekend is just a total pressure cooker of present hopes and historical weight, all coming to a boil. And believe me, the entire country will be watching as this chapter of the rivalry unfolds. This isn't just a regional battle, it is a marquee event for all of baseball, playing out on a national stage.
Ultimately, this weekend is going to help answer a question that looms over every single Yankees-Red Sox series. Will the weight of the past crush one of these teams, or is it just the setup, the prologue, for a brand new legendary story?